Hello. Nice to see you all.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome. My name is Matt.
And I'm Kirsty. And I do hope you're all well out there today. Thank you so much for joining and jumping on into our lovely, lovely show that, it's only lovely because of you lot.
Most definitely. So, welcome to our Monday night show. The way that the show works is...
Oh, is that me? Sorry, I was having a little nap then. Basically, all you have to do is ask a question. If you ask a question, you get it read out, chosen by Mr. P, get it read out, then you get a reading. Boom, boom. Easy as that.
What type of question?
It has to be a spiritual present. A little bit worried about him tonight. I don't know what are the moods to. Oh, what type of question?
I've already answered that.
I can see it's going to be one of those nights. He's not tickling me. Show me your hands. No, he's not. Oh dear.
So, welcome to anybody who's new to the show. We're going live out on Facebook and also on YouTube. If you want to comment, then please join us and send lots of followings, comments, love, upliftment. Also, just to comment on YouTube, you must subscribe. Yeah. All completely free, and join us for fun. But remember, when you do your comments, you have to.
Oh dear. But remember, just remember, it's a public platform, guys. At the end of the day, those comments are there for everybody to see. So don't put anything personal down. Save you privacy and protect yourself a little bit, okay? Because there are some muppets out there.
Most definitely. The final thing to say is that there's also lovely people out there.
Yes, and there is. You lot for starters.
Is that Miss Producer will be sifting through all of your comments. He is the only one who will be saying, who are the people who want the comments, the questions, everything else. There'll be nobody else from SPTV on there. So if anyone's saying to you, would you like a reading? They're not part of SPTV and report
them. Tell them to do one.
But also bear with Mr. Producer who's sifting through all the comments. It does take time. So bear with him. He's not ignoring anybody.
He is only one man. He might be a bit of a superhero sometimes, but he's still only one man. And I can already smell the smoke coming off that keyboard where his fingers are going bonkers already. So, yes, enjoy. So, are there any hellos there, Mr. P? Oh, guys. Okay. Can we just remind you, don't ask for a reading, ask a question. If you ask a question, a spiritual question that you really want to know, then you might get a reading.
Hello there, Stacey.
Hi, Stacey. Hello, my darling. How are you? I hope you're all diddly-doody. There's a nice stag on your picture there.
Hello there, Terry.
Lovely Terry. How are you? Yeah, we're having a bit of a moment with our machine.
Claire Kendall.
Hello, Claire. Good evening to you, my lovely.
Hello, Lucia Patricia Golvares Albrew.
That's easy for you to say.
Well, not
hello
as easy
to
as
you.
Claudia. So good evening to you also.
Yes, wonderful. Hi, Courtney Henrichson.
Henrichson.
Yeah, that works for me. Great name there.
Hello, Nadine Quick.
Lovely to see you, Nadine. Thank you for joining.
Hello, Natalie Bentley.
And good evening to you, Natalie. Hello, Hannah Joyce. Nice to see you, darling.
Hello, Hannah.
Rosa Mezzorizzo. Great name again. Hello to you. It was a bit tiggerish, that one, wasn't it?
Hello, Laurie Gardner.
Hello, Laurie. Hi, Betty. How is it? How's it going?
Hello, Alison.
One of my favourite nutty loopy mates. How are you, darling?
Hello, Linda Wallace.
Oh, hello, Linda. Lovely to see you. Oh, great hat. Maureen Bracken. From the beautiful Irish, gorgeous land. I love Ireland. It's beautiful.
The Emerald Isle. Hello to you. Hello, Abby Love Smith.
Hi, Abby. Thank you so much for joining us and popping on. Really appreciate it. Welcome to all you lovely newbies.
Hello, Stephanie San Agustin.
Ah, thank you, Stephanie, for sharing, and hello to you and to Sonic too. Go on.
Hello, Wendy.
You're fighting over there, Wendy. Hi, Wendy. How are you, darling? Nice to see you.
Hello, Janice Craig.
Hi, Janice. And Diane Days, good evening from Croatia.
Oh, lovely part of the world. Lovely and sunny there. Hello, Diane.
Gorgeous.
Okay, so our first question this evening is from Katie Rickson, and it's: can spirits leave you alone, or will they always stay by your side? I'll let you answer that one first.
I normally do that to him, so he's getting in there first. Can spirits leave you alone? Well, it depends if you want them to, my darling. If it, if they're nice spirits, and they're your granny or your granddad or whatever, and it's nice to have them around. At the end of the day, it's one thought they're there, one thought they're not. So it's a different kind of time thing going on in the spirit world, and they don't actually. So they don't go away like we go away, if that makes sense. Because one thought can just pop them right back again if you ask them to be there. Because again, like I said, time in the spirit world is not the same as time here. Because bear in mind, they haven't got sort of the overcoats that we call bodies. They are just the spirit, and it works completely different. So that's what I think.
Yeah, it's pretty much what I'm saying. Depends on the context, Katie. If you're on about generally your relatives, then very much what Kirsty's saying. Obviously, if you're on about sort of removal of negative energies and that type of thing, then obviously that requires somebody to work with that to do some spirit release or something.
So I think are you giving a reading?
Okay.
You are very quick. Yeah, I've got him back now.
Okay. You just can't get the staff nowadays. I tell you. So. There we go.
Beautiful cards there.
So the card pack that I'm using with you is the Angel Tarot by Radley Valentine. Lovely pack.
No,
and the card for you is the Queen of Air. It says on here, objective decision making, clearing away all that no longer serves you, seeing the humour in a situation. I want to say with this card, I have to read it out so that you know what it says on the card. But for me, this is that you hold the world in your hands, but you haven't quite yet decided what it is that you actually want to do. You're sort of like, 1 minute I want to do this, 1 minute I want to do that, and you're toing and froing. So make your mind up and send that intention out to then be able to set your intention with what it is you want to do. I've got a really tickly nose tonight. I don't know what's up. The other thing is I need to say to you is don't look back. Keep looking forward. Don't look in the past, because then we live in the past. So keep looking forward, being truthful to you and who you are. I do feel there's been a lot of changes around you in this last 4 to 5 weeks, but now things are starting to calm down. You need to keep going with that intention and that focus of keep going forward, pushing yourself with the right intentions. Spirit around you, but you know that anyway. And I also want to say there has been changes within the energies around you that you're just starting to learn to relax. So that's a card for you. The Queen of Air is the card, if you want to look it up. And it says at the top, independent experience, realistic and witty. And for you, it's the independence. I want you to start standing on your own 2 feet and not taking no for an answer when you're trying to drive yourself forward. Hopefully that makes sense to you, Katie. Thank you for your question, and lovely to work with you.
And I just want to jump on and say, Katie, I wonder if you're getting a bit of an itchy nose with Spirit giving you a little tickle, because I got one shortly after he got one. So it's either someone mucking about with this over here, or you've got one as well, darling. Okie dokie, Mr. P. He's good.
So we're waiting on for hellos and that, just to make you know that for those people who knew, sometimes it'd be a psychic read, sometimes a clairvoyant, or just whatever is felt at that moment in time. We can't guarantee what you're going to get, but know that it's always going to be honest.
Yes, indeed. Hello to Fiona Rosen.
Hello there, Fiona.
Good evening. Yes, we're fine, thank you, darling.
Hello there, Natalie Rogers.
Hi, Natalie. Couple of little green hearts there, lovely jubbly. Donna Zimmerman.
Hello there, Donna.
Great
and thank you for
name.
liking and sharing.
Yes, thank you. Really, really appreciate all these likes and shares. That's fantastic. Thank you, guys.
Keep that going, not just for us, but for the channel. You know, it's a wonderful channel and all free. So, hello, Sue Chadwick.
Hi, Sue. Lovely smile.
You know what? I'm going to set a challenge, actually. Let's see if we can get at least 30 shares tonight. All right? Oh, do you think I'm going to go for it? I believe in our channel. So, hello, Joanna Ordinez. Hopefully I've said that correctly.
Hello to Joanna. Thank you for sharing, my
See,
darling.
there's 2 already. Hello, Chantal Menden.
Hello, Chantal. Nice to see you. And Kimberly Dolby.
Hi, Kimberly.
Hello to you. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sure. Hello. Hi, Showcraft. Oh, listen to it's so bossy today. He's really got his bossy pants on. Okay, well, he can leave them behind next time, I tell you. Right, hello to you. Mr. Producer, was you being a bit rude then with me? Did I drop myself in it a little bit, telling Matt to leave his pants behind? Anyway, moving on. You're new to this, Heidi, and okay, so you're not sure how it works, but you're interested. Okay, so Heidi, normally mediumship makes a direct connection, I beg your pardon, with the spirit world and the spirit world of your loved ones that would have passed over. If you're doing cards and things like that, it's just a slightly different energy where we would be connecting with your energy and using the cards to help us do that. And sometimes you get a bit of a mixture of the both. So that's kind of how it works. And as for the show, you just ask a question like you got and you get a reading like you're going to get. Is there anything you'd like to add to that?
Nope. Simple as that. No, so spot on. So when we're working with the cards, working psychically, we're working with the energies within the person or the environment. Obviously, that has no distance. When we're working mediumistically, all of our information is coming from those, as Kirsty's quite rightly said, from those in spirit. And that's all they come from.
Okay, my darling. Right. Okay. I want to say to you, life's been a little bit tricky at the minute for you. I feel like I'm kind of running on the spot and not getting anywhere very fast at all. And you know, the more energy I put into it, the faster I'm not getting anywhere. I feel like I need to say to you, change your attitude a little bit towards some things like abundance. Now, bearing in mind, abundance doesn't have to be money. It can be, you know, not just, well, it can be money, but it can also be things like love. It can also be things like opportunities and doors opening, you know. So I feel like I want to say, instead of thinking about what you haven't got, think about what you have got and just bring that in, because I know, Heidi, that you can bring that abundance in very, very easily once you start to just change the way that you think. If you've ever heard of the book called The Secret, they do pretty much the same, so give it a whirl if you can. I also need to say to you, darling, that you need some organisation around you at the minute, because it just feels a bit chaotic, and, you know, take a little bit at a time, and with each one that you do, you can kind of tick that box off and then do something else, and then it doesn't seem so overwhelming. You can sort of organise things and put them into boxes, you know, sort of not physically, although you may need to do that as well, I don't know, but I'm feeling more, you know, metaphorically, you need to put things into to boxes and get these things organised and just do one box at a time so it's not overwhelming. I do know you have a huge big heart, and once you've got yourself a little bit more organised with life and everything, I know the world is going to fall at your feet, all right? And you've got to literally now just think about what it is that you want, because before you know it, you're going to have the choice to do absolutely anything. So make sure you have a little think beforehand, because it's literally going to be the world at your feet before you know it. I mean, look at this beautiful card. I don't know if you can see it. It's lots and lots of gold around you, and to me means that's the spirit world giving you a big sort of hearty push to organise everything. And I also want to give you a little bit of energy at the minute, darling, as well, because I do feel like I need a bit of a nap with you. So try and get yourself you know, sort of balanced with your sleep and looking after yourself. And last but not least, don't let people push you around. Be firm but compassionate. So, you know, at the end of the day, you're looking after you, but you're not, nobody can accuse you of being a pushover or bossing them around. Does that make sense, Heidi?
It does. So thank you very much for Heidi. Thank you for your reading there. If you let us know where you are in the world, that would be wonderful. For yourself, Heidi, if you're looking just to get interested in this and start to dabble, maybe get yourself some cards or start to have a go with some basic sort of psychic stuff. If it's a mediumship, then join your local spiritualist church. And as I said, wherever you are in the world or in the UK, then we can sort of advise you or point you in the right direction. Hopefully that helps, and thanks again. Any more of those, please, Mr. Producer?
Thank you, Heidi. You're very welcome, Heidi. You're very welcome, darling. I just hope it helps, and good luck. Lovely, thank you. Lovely, lovely. Okie dokie. Hello, hello, hello to you out there, whoever you may be. Ah.
Hello, Kimberly.
Hello, Kimberly. Who's away with the fairies now himself?
No, it wasn't. Hello, Kerry Setchell.
Hi, Kerry. Christine Davies, hello to
there,
you, my
Christine.
lovey. Okie dokie, Mr. P.
Hello, Tracy Lucky Bonsfield.
Ah, good evening to you.
I don't know if you
Very
know, there's someone
lucky.
behind you there, Tracy.
Oh, that's lovely. Fiona Cleason, hello
Hello,
to
Fiona.
you. Big hugs. Oh, got one. You jammy devil. Oh, my goodness me. Love a bit of Glock.
Hello,
Oh,
Joanne
Gocky.
Lewis.
I said Gok. I hope nobody spoke. Oh, Mr. Producer, I was nearly choking on his tea. I said Gok, Mr. Producer. I love a bit of Gok. Gok. I did say that.
It's good that one of us a professional. Continue, Mr. Producer. Hello there, Mick Haywood.
Hi,
and
Mick.
Good evening to you.
Hello to you. Mr. Producer, you're going to get me in so much trouble here.
And with that, we have Kaylee Byrne as our next question. So, how would you explain to someone when iMedium says we don't tell the future, but then you're told what's coming up next in the future in the reading? Okay, so do you want me to answer this first, then over to you? So, right, so a medium who's connecting to spirit. All right, so there are various things that to put in place. Okay, when we're doing mediumship, we're not doing fortune telling, so we're not telling the future, and we're not working on that. And if we're working professionally and through code of ethics and all of those type of things, then you shouldn't be telling the future. Now, if it then comes up and they tell me that what's happening next in the future that's going to happen, then to me, if I was a sitter, I would say, I don't want to know that, or I thought that we don't tell futures in reading, and then refer it back to those. In addition to that, I would also say when it comes, if they're working in true light, your loved ones will want to tell you what's coming up sometimes also. So although they're not telling you future, they might be saying, I feel that things are going to start to ease and get better for you. That is this only real type of things that I would say in the future. But what do you think?
Well, I'm pretty much the same as Matt. When people talk about in the future, I think it's rather like for mediumship. A wonderful friend of mine told me this many years ago. We're all travelling on a big boat in the sea of life, and the spirit world are up on the crow's nest and having a good look because they can see a lot further than we can. So what they're doing basically is they're saying to you, well, don't worry, it's going to get better. And that's about generally as far as the future, it's generally generous because at the end of the day, it is your choice. Plus also, you're not to get confused either with a card reading, because a medium will work directly with spirit and call in granny and mum and granddad and all that, whereas a card reader will obviously pull the cards and connecting with the cards and connecting with your energy, which is not the same. And they will often tell you a possible future. And I say a possible future because we all have free will, darling. And at the end of the day, if we decide that what that reading was a load of old codswallop, then we don't have to pay attention, and then none of that will come true, because we've literally done the exact opposite of what a possible future could be. I hope that helps, Kaylee.
Okay, and the final thing to say is, if someone's saying you're going to meet this person, that person, everything, as well as fortune telling, they're working on the psychic, they're not working with the spirit. Okay, so I'm going to use the Enchanted Map card. And this is your first card, which is wide open. This is on your spiritual path, Kaylee. This is that you're starting to open up and you're starting to have different experiences. You're starting to feel spirit drawing very close to you. You're starting to look behind you. You're starting to experience different things that are starting to open. So it's about being more open to spirit and more acknowledging that those around you very much are those who want to be with you. Now, I know for a fact I've got a grandmother. I went to her mum's side of the family. I also want to say with her, 5'2"-ish in height. I feel reasonably sort of size to the body, sort of average build. That's the word I was looking for. I also feel with her that I feel as fit as an ox, and I feel I'm like that until probably my last 2 years of my life, where I feel that my health deteriorated. I feel with her, I've gone into about 87, 88 in my age, and I also feel with her that a lovely, endearing lady, one that I can trust. I also feel with her that I would have been very family orientated. I've been very much a person who would have liked to put family first. But I also was a person that I was a person that perhaps put people more before myself. And I want to say with yourself, the lessons that I learned from her is that sometimes we need to put ourselves first. Okay, you put your great now. Okay, so I want to say with her that she would have put other people first. She would have done everything. And I want to say almost at the detriment of herself. And she's coming back to not put other people. Start understanding you and knowing that you have feelings, you've got wants, you've got needs, and they have to be met just as much as everyone else's. Now, Kirsty was on about before about the crow's nest and the ship, but I want to imagine a ship that it's been quite a bumpy ride and everything going on, but now things are starting to go calmer. You're starting to find you again and starting to things to get better. And she's saying, just trust and believe in you. You're a golden spark of light that's meant to be appreciated, meant to be loved, and meant to be valued. But that not only is from other people, that's towards oneself as well. That's a message for yourself. And if I can leave her love with yourself, thank you for working with me.
That's lovely. Thank you, Kelly. Oh, by the way, Kelly, also just to kind of reiterate at the end there, with that regarding telling somebody your future, if a medium was to say, well, you're going to meet this fella, this really gorgeous fella, and he's 6'2" and blue eyes and blonde hair, and you'll stop looking and you won't follow your path yourself. So effectively what will happen is they're taking away your free will and your right to fulfill whatever contract or whatever promises, if you like, you've made to yourself for when you come down here. So that was a great question. Can we have some more like that, please?
Yes, most definitely.
Guys, that would be amazing. So apparently I'm mum today. It's got to pour some water, excuse me.
Hello there, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
From Nebraska, nice part.
Oh, thank you, Joanne.
Thank you,
that's really lovely. And hello to you, darling. Yeah, please, yes, me giggling. I blame Mr. Producer. He giggles worse in my ear. I wish you could hear him.
Most definitely a good call. Oh, hello, Joanne God.
Oh, today? Okay. Hi, Joanne.
Oh, Carol Ashford.
Hi, Carol Ashford. Oh, Siobhan. How
Hello,
nice to
Siobhan
see
Rock.
you. It's been a while, my darling. Kira, so blessed. Yeah, jump.
Thank you.
Kira, so blessed.
And a first-time viewer. So
Hello.
welcome to you and all first-time viewers, as well as our existing people that come on as well. Just to say, we're one big happy family. We support one each other, and we want that to continue. So welcome into the family of individuals that is SPTV.
Yay! And hello to Verity and Quinn. Another great name.
Oh, thank you, Nicholas. We're up to 4 at the moment. Come on, we'll get 30, guys. Oh, we need to see 30. Hello there, Wendy Watson.
5 o'clock in the morning? Goodness me.
You're keen.
There's a saying that I would have said if I weren't on air, but I'm not going to say it now. So, yeah, 5 o'clock in the morning, crikey. Good for you, darling.
So we're effectively, Wendy, your dawn chorus. Never mind. So thank you for coming.
Us twittering along. Sue Balls, nice to see you.
Oh, Heidi Spicer.
Oh, hello, Heidi. How are you, my darling? Another old lovely lady.
Oh, Kim.
Very naughty. Oh, lovely Kim. Yeah, beautiful card, by the way, Kim.
From Mrs. Scott.
Hi, Melissa. Great hair there, Melissa. Judy Carr. I get a tingle on my head. Is that a sign that spirit is around me? A good question. That's exactly what it means. Next. No. No. Sorry.
I'm really sorry. We are more professional if you've never been on this show before.
Oh, I just feel a bit naughty tonight. I just misbehaving somewhat rotten. So.
Oh, sorry.
That wasn't it. My hands are here. Oh, so Judy Carr, yes, it's to do with your energy, my darling. They can manipulate your energy. You've got energy that is you. You are energy. You're very different sort of densities of energy, and you have energy around you called an aura, and their energy comes in, and it can kind of sort of they can manipulate it to let you know that they're around as a bit of a tingle. Is that better?
Yes, that's more better. I
more
accept
better.
That.
That's more better, isn't it?
That's more better. So
Right.
Yes, that's more professionally put across there.
More better, isn't it? Right, Julie, let's give you a card, my darling. We have a card to help the lovely Julie, please. Okie dokie. Oh, Julie. You have got a lot on your shoulders, haven't you, my darling? You really have. I feel, literally, my poor old shoulders, I couldn't carry another single thing. And with you, I feel like you're a very strong and independent lady. I'm very aware that you want to do things yourself. And sometimes you and only you can do them better than anyone else. You know what I'm saying, ladies out there? You know what I'm saying? The men, sometimes, a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Not all of you. I won't charge you with the same, tie you with all the same brush. But Julie, you know what I mean. And sometimes it's just easier to do it yourself. Well, this card that's been pulled for you, my darling, is saying, you know what, you need to ask for a little bit of help, sweetheart. Give yourself a bit of a break. I feel very weary again with yourself. I feel like that there's almost too much going on. Compartmentalize, put things in its spaces. Ask for help. You'd be very surprised how many people are waiting for you to ask them, and they'd be only too happy to help, because I know that you help other people, Julie. I know you do, and you would be the first to say, I'll help if I can help. So I need to just very quickly ask you, just be aware that you need to practice what you preach, darling, and ask for help. Because it's actually what you're doing, if you think about it another way, is what you're doing is you're actually giving them a gift in a way. Because you know how nice it feels when you've helped somebody, you think, yeah, I did that. And it makes you feel a bit good about yourself. Well, you're stopping them feeling like that. Whoa, that hurt, didn't it? So give them that gift of feeling nice and allow them to help you, darling. Because there's a lot that you know, a lot of people around there, just like I said, would rip your hand out, just say, yes, please, we'll give you a hand. And just keep your mindset positive. Know that better things are coming. Keep wishing and bringing them in, because sometimes a bit of anxiety, a bit of worry, and all the stuff that life does get us a bit sort of tangled in, it can pull us down. You know, try and stay away from all that. You try not to watch the grumpy old news and the newspapers and all that sort of stuff that just pulls you down, and just try and get out in the open air and just get back to being fully grounded and the lovely Julie that you are to help other people. But please ask for help, darling. There you go.
Julie.
Thank you.
Any more lows, please?
Okay, that's fine. Thank you. Okie dokie.
Julie, if you can just say if you're here and you've received your message, if you can just acknowledge that, and if not, then we'll move on.
If not, you'll have to watch your playback then.
Yeah.
Lovely,
okay.
lovely.
Oh, we'll be the 30. So the next one, guys, I'm going to say, should we go for 60? Let's see if we can go for 60 shares. Well done, guys. You're doing really, really well.
Yeah, good job.
Oh, okay. Love hearts as well.
Yeah, share your love. We give you your love. We give you our love, even. You know what I mean. Yeah. Do you know, that's really creepy. Don't do that. It's really cringy.
I'm
honestly.
sending a love heart.
Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
I thought it's going that. It's not. No.
No, that's really creepy.
No.
I'm sending a love heart.
We'll just send you big kisses.
Anyway, moving on. Any more of those, please?
Hello to
Sally
you,
Ann.
Sally Ann. Nice to see you. To see you, nice. Oh, sorry about that, Sally Ann. Having a bit of a problem. Okay.
It's nice to see you.
A little bit late.
Hello, Jim Gibson.
Good.
First time viewing. Love to see you.
Nice, lovely. Thank you and welcome for joining.
Lovely Ukrainian flag there. Hello,
Yep.
Di Redman.
Hi, Di. Lovely to see you. Oh. Hello, Ashley.
Hello, Ashley. Hello,
Lovely
Karen
to see you.
Hugelvit from Spain, lovely part of the world.
It is.
And Ashley
yeah.
is one of our presenters, as is Alison Barton, who was on earlier on her show. Check her show out on a Monday morning.
Was she a winner? Or was she a nominee?
Also, Ashley on a Friday evening at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, good stuff, guys. Lots and lots and lots and lots of lovely people coming on now.
And the other thing is, obviously, we're Matt, and this is
Kirsty, and
I'm glad she remembers who she was. We're MK Clairvoyance, but obviously on the lovely SPTV. You can find us at mkclairvoyance.com or on Facebook at MK Clairvoyance to check us out. You can also visit the SPTV fan page and SPTV own Facebook page to find more about the channel and the other presenters, etc. So, hello there, Astrid Van Gastel.
Gastel, great name. There's some cool names coming through here.
Thank you.
Yes.
I've just heard we're up to 56, guys. We're getting close to that 60. Well done. Hello, Carol from Ashford, or Carol Ashford, whichever one that may be.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing. And Trish Head, please don't ever apologise, darling, for being late. It's really not a bother. We're just really, really pleased that you decided to jump on and join in the giggles and the fun. So thank you for joining us, Trish. Never mind.
No, do apologise. You're 37 minutes late. No, we're joking.
Sorry, Rich. What's that, Richard? Hello to Emma Adams.
Butler.
Lovely. Nice to see you.
We're joking, Trish. Honestly, it's fine. Never apologise, as Kirsty said, for being
don't.
late.
Just thank you for joining us.
Well
Dawn
done, Godly.
Hello to you. And thank you very much for joining us. And I hope you come back.
I hope you stay. Hello, Louisa Albrew again. And her question this time is, I'm a medium as well, and sometimes I have visions that I can't make sense of at the moment, but later they come to make sense. They come with weird feelings. How do I get more in tune to understand them? Okay, so do you want me to go first?
Yeah, but you're raring for the bit there, aren't you, boy? Go on, jumping out. Go on, work away.
Really sorry, Louisa. Please don't be deterred, and please stay on the channel. So a few things here. If you're getting sort of dreams that are coming through, sort of. So I see this in two contexts. So I'm going to give you both as I see it. So if you're referring to sort of your clairvoyance is becoming sharper and you're wanting to make sense of that, then keep practicing going out and looking at all the different things. So if you're in a car pulling up to the traffic lights, look at all the things that are around the traffic lights that you see. The more attention you have with your vision in your normal sense, then basically that's going to sharpen your clairvoyance, which is an extension of your normal things. If you're on about in your dreams, then start to write those down to make sense of them. You can ask the spirit world to also, or the angels, which however you work. And the other thing is, if you're astral traveling or you're having quite lucid dreams, then you can practice those by going into meditations, guided meditations, where you can practice going into that sort of context. So I hope that I've covered everything there. What about yourself, Dave?
Yeah, you have covered quite a lot there. I do want to say, darling, if you have visions, do you mean premonitions? If so, sometimes they don't always make sense until they've played out. And whether they're dreams or not, I would write them down anyway, because as you know, being a medium yourself, spirit do not talk like we do. Well, if they do, you're very lucky. Most spirit do not speak to mediums. They give us images, they give us pictures, memories, feelings, smells, all sorts of things that we have to kind of fit together as a jigsaw puzzle. And quite honestly, they don't always make sense until then to work out what it is they're saying. So maybe you have to kind of write that down, and then when it does make sense, write down what that means to make sense. And maybe there are ways in there that you could kind of pull together to think, oh well, actually I had that last time and that meant this. So maybe this is a bit of a journey for you to, just like I said, write a journal. And I would definitely ask for help before you go to bed as well. Just put when you put your head on the pillow before you start catching a few Z's, I would actually say, you know what, guys, just show me what this is all about. If I can make some sense of it, if you can show me, that would be marvellous. And hopefully you'll get some answers in the morning. So thank you. Great question again. Oh, thank you. Okie dokie, my darling. Right, so we've got a couple of questions here. A couple of cards here. Oh, right. Okay. There's a situation around you, my darling, that I feel that you need to ask for help outside of your kind of local, not kind of your friendship area. I feel like you need to ask for some sort of help that some professional help, someone that knows what they're talking about. I don't know what it is. It's none of my business. It's a public demonstration here, to say the least. So I'm not going to poke my nose in, but there is just one situation that you need to perhaps go and talk to someone who knows what they're talking about regarding the thing that's going on in your life at the moment. I feel like, conscious of that beautiful smile, sometimes life is also a little bit for you, for wanting a better word, and it just feels a little bit drudgy sometimes. So make sure that you get your you obviously have images as well, darling. Yeah, make sure that you get your time out for you, your time out to think, time out to process, time out to have some just and relax and listen in, feel in with spirit, and get them to help you, guide you in the situation that's around you, who to ask for, what sort of help that you need, because I do feel that you need a little bit of outside help with something particular. I know that you can do it. I know that you've had a bit of a ride to get to where we are now. I want to say it's been bumpy. Well, the best part of the whole of the year, it's been bumpy rides, isn't it? And I want to say to you, things are starting to turn over now. If you look at this glorious card, they've got the boat upside down. You've got a couple of beautiful fairy sprites flipping the boat back over again. So you're I don't want to say your luck's starting to turn, because I don't believe in luck. I believe it, in it. I don't think luck's a thing, but I believe things it's meant to be, and I feel this is what is going to happen. It start to happen. You're going to start to move forward with a bit more positivity, more brighter things are coming with you. And I want to say there's going to be huge progress with you, huge progress. And just keep that focus coming. I want to say there's opportunities as well. I can see 2 doors opening for you. Again, not my business where it is or where it's come from, but I do feel there's more doors. That take them, go out and you know, try new things. And I feel like you're going to just get that joy de vivre, new things coming forwards at you, and just grab them all and see if you don't like it. If you like them, then you know, great, keep them. If you don't, throw them back and go try something else. I hope that was all right for you, my darling. And oh, last but not least, say trust your wisdom, sweetheart, because the only times that it's failed you, I say this to a lot of people, the only time your wisdom, your inner knowledge, your intuition has failed you is when you haven't listened to it. So listen to what it's saying and trust it, darling. I hope that was all right for you.
Very good. And I could just leave you with your grandfather is with you. The grandfather with the stash, quite slim to the body, 5859 is with you. Just wants to be acknowledged. And obviously you've given a reading already, but just on that. Thank you very much.
That's nice. You've got double whammy there, Louisa. Lovely jubbly.
Sally Ann.
Sally Ann. Bless you, darling.
Everybody,
yes,
including yourself. So thank you very much for that.
Oh, lovely, lovely. Michelle Harris. Nice to see you, darling. Oh, I thought that was a duck, and it's not a rabbit.
Have we made that 60 yet, Mr. Producer?
Hey,
wow, you've smashed it, guys.
You're absolutely
let's say we're going to need 3 more, and we really smashed that 60. So you see, you get 3 more. So if you haven't shared it, 3 more people we need, and then we'll tell you where we're up to. But you've smashed it. Well, you've definitely made a chance. So well done, everyone.
You're amazing.
Well, Natalie Barrett.
You're absolutely amazing, you lot. Hello, Natalie, and hello to Julie.
2 more needed. And thank you for sharing, Julie.
Julie, can I just say, did I see you at the weekend when we were all to get together? Because I wasn't sure if it was you. And you know, when you kind of whiz past someone and your head is in a different space. If it was you, my darling, because you know, I thought about it after. I thought, was that Julie? And if it was you, my darling, I apologise profusely because I didn't register it was you till I'd gone past. So hello, darling, twice. I'm really sorry.
Yes, hello, Victoria Stumbo also.
Hi to you. Hello, Ward Vanderplas.
Hello, Ward. So use your name, isn't it?
Hello.
Hello, Suzanne Beddoes.
Oh.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.
So that means we need 1 more guy. Didn't realize. Hello, Dawn Godley, also from Kent, like ourselves.
Good old Kent. Okay, Diane Days.
So this is the lady that was from Croatia before, wasn't it? So I keep seeing signs from my partner, but don't seem to connect with meditation. Am I trying too hard? Okay, I'm going to start with this one first, in saying that sometimes if the way I describe this, if you imagine a straw, all right, and when we're getting the energies, we're trying to connect. So if you imagine a straw in a drink, it's sucking up all those. If we pinch on that straw, nothing comes up through that straw. So the more that we relax, the more the energies flow up. That's probably the easiest analogy to sort of think about. So if there's that expectation, I must connect, then you're already putting the pressure on. So just allow things to ease. What I always say with people when I'm giving readings is say, don't focus on the one person, allow people to come through, because the people who you want to come through are more likely to come through then. Okay, anything else to add to that?
Yeah, I feel exactly the same. If you imagine like a tube of muscle, shall we say, and it gets really tense and we try really, really hard, it gets squishes and squashes and gets really narrow. But if we relax and listen it, you get a much bigger, much wider hole for all the good stuff to come wash you through. So yeah, just relax and don't set yourself limits on it. Let you go your way, your time, however long. You know, some days you're going to absolutely smash it out the park once you start getting used to it, and you will be able to meditate for a lot longer. Other days there'll be stuff whizzing around your head and you won't be able to concentrate. So, you know, and other days you'll fall asleep. So it again, just step day by day, just keep practicing. That's the main thing. And for me, most importantly, I think, is just to enjoy it. And with regards to seeing signs from your partner, I feel like that, you know, they're just being very patient, and waiting for you to the time, you know, for example, your flowers. If the flowers are like this, and if it's not the time to open them up, you know, everything blooms at the right time. So just allow yourself to bloom, and they will come through to you.
Okay, so
Don't worry.
we can never guarantee who we're going to get through, but I have a gentleman with yourself, and I want to put him at least 5'11", if not 6 foot in height. I want to say clean shaven, really sort of sincere. I don't feel like I like to draw attention to myself. He's a good looking gentleman, but I don't like to draw attention. I haven't got a big ego. I'm just a person who just likes to sort of blend in rather than stand out. I'm also very much, I have a good physique. I am very much a person who always speaks from the heart and is always sincere and always loving. I feel that I've got darker hair, similar to yourself. I don't know if it's black or it's dark brown, but it's dark hair anyway. I've got side parting. I feel that a spade was a spade with this individual. What you see is what you get. And but I always spoke from the heart. I always spoke truth. And if some people didn't like that, then that was their issue, not mine. And I would be very much a person who would, on the outside, say that things don't bother me. However, when I was at home, when I was in my own surroundings, I would retract back, and I would be sort of, it would take its toll a little bit, because I was very sensitive myself. I feel with this gentleman, he's coming in. I don't feel old. I certainly don't feel that I've gone any older than sort of 42 in age. I also feel with the gentleman that, yeah, I sort of say between 38 and 42, but I want to say 42, 43. I also feel with the gentleman that he knew people inside out. I don't mean that he was psychic or clairvoyant or anything, but he knew people. He was a good judge of character, and he knew when people were honest and they could put that. He's saying to yourself that it's important that you are sort of acknowledging yourself, but also being like the flowers that are in your picture. They've not fully opened, they've not come to fully bloom yet, because the greatest part of you is yet to come out. Because that happiness, that love, and that joy is bursting to come out, and now's the time to come out. If you're saying there, you keep seeing signs of your partner, but you don't seem to connect, then I need to say he is coming. I need to say they are coming through, and they are showing that basically they come very, very close to you, and they're touching the side of your face. All right. So, like I said, I can't guarantee who's going to come through, but this is this gentleman. He comes in a very loving energy for you, very sincere. He holds your hand and says to you, "You've got this. Keep going." And he comes with so much praise for yourself. Okay, you put there that it's your dad, all right, but he comes in, but he's a very young, loving soul, and such an energy about him. So thank you for allowing me to work with him and allowing you to work with yourself, Dan.
I also want to say, Diane, your partner's going to come to you in your dreams. That will be the first, and they won't come to you. You won't think, "Oh, I dreamt about them." Well, actually, they are actually coming to you in your dreams, and that's going to happen first. If it hasn't happened already, so just hang on in there. When the time is right, it'll all unfold beautifully. They know. We just have to be sometimes a little bit patient. So, Diane, thank you very much, my lovey. That was really, really nice. Okie dokie. Hello to Lacey Reed. Hi, Sharon Jute.
Hello, Sharon Jute. Hello, Emma Saint.
Emma Saint. Hello, my darling. Oh, I love a little bit of a lovely, lovely little Emma. She's wonderful.
Hello, Natasha DeGuano.
Hello, Natasha.
Trying to work out what the flag was. That Chile or something? Like
Claudette. Holledge.
from Essex.
From Essex.
Nice to see
Good
you.
old Essex. Love a bit of Essex.
Hello, Julia Hay from Biggin Hill. Just
Hi,
up the
Julia.
road.
Yeah. Ah.
Hello, Sharon Jute from South Africa.
Yeah, lovely.
No, you're not doing the accent. I'm sorry. She does
South-
try and do
he
the South
doesn't-
accent.
I'm sorry,
Hello,
guys, but
Di
he does an
Redmond.
awful South African accent. Well, you have to do it now. Go on.
No.
Go on. You know you want to.
No,
You
I
know you
don't.
want. He's being
No,
shy. He's
No,
being shy. Go on.
go
Go
on,
on.
no, go on,
Go on,
go
go
on.
on.
I'm getting all shy now.
He's not. He's a fibber.
So we're now going over to Jean Gibson from My First Time Brewing. I hope that didn't make sense to you.
I
There
am
you
so
go.
sorry.
Yes, I'm sorry that you perhaps thought that was Croatian, but it was meant to be my attempt at South African. I'm sorry if I offended the
Yeah.
South African nation.
And the Scots, because that sounded Scottish.
So, hello, Jean Gibson.
Hello, Jean Gibson. Lovely to see you. Oh, you're very welcome, darling. You're very welcome. Louisa. Oh, I'm glad. Oh, that's fabulous.
Thank you very much.
Oh, great. I'm glad you're able to take that. Wonderful.
Kerry Sexual, can all loved ones come through, or are there some that do not want to be contacted? Ooh, interesting. Controversial.
Well, I'm just going to put my 2 pennies in there quick. It's all about the free will, my darling. It's all about the free will. Now, there are some things, that we need to do to progress when we move over to the other side. And I believe, my personal opinion believes that once we sort of pop our plugs and trot into the light, so to speak, we basically we look over our lives. There isn't anyone sitting there with a pen, tick, tick, you got this right, you got this wrong. You do that yourself. And you're looking at your life, yourself, and find out what you could have done better and effects of what your actions were and all that kind of stuff, okay? And I think sometimes after sort of going through that, some people do need a little bit of time out, a bit of healing, and also it also depends on you. If they are saying they want to say sorry and you're going, no, not in a million years, whatever, I don't want you anywhere near you, and you set that intention up and you don't want them there, they're not going to come through. So what do you think, Rob?
So a few things. First, it's down to the medium. The medium might not be the right medium for you, so that connection can't be made. Or if you're the medium, you might not be the right person for that, your sitter or your client caller, whatever you want. So that's the first thing. If there was maybe some difficulty between you both, either in the life or towards the end, it might take time for that person to process it in spirit on there. But generally, as a rule, I say that our loved ones want to come round to us. They want to make contact. It's whether all of the different factors, if it's, the right time, if it's the right medium, the right environment, the right timing, so many different things are put into place. And I also believe, and this is very true, that I believe that there's a medium for everybody, but not everybody can read for everybody. So, there's times that I have to be honest and hold up and just say, sorry, I just can't read for you. It's not coming through. And that is okay. That's best to be honest. And what that will then do is they'll bring through the medium who will be the right person for that person to do that reading. So, okay.
I agree with that, and also be a right day for the medium as well, because we mediums are very tired some days, and we don't feel well other days. We're human. We do human stuff, and that gets in the way of our mediumship, because one of the first rules of mediumship, generally speaking, is you kind of need to be well enough to do it in the first place. Otherwise, it's going to make you even worse, because otherwise it'll drain your energy when you should be resting. So anyway, Kerry, going back to yourself, my darling, I've pulled a couple of cards for you. First thing I want to say, my goodness me, sweetness, I thought I worried. Oh dear, right, you need to just not worry so much, darling. I know it's really easy for me to say that, and at the end of the day, sometimes worry is an emotion that can just kind of roller coaster out of the way, you know, kind of. So as we go down the hill, it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and sometimes we just need a bit of time out, a bit of breath, ground yourself. You know, there's something, isn't there? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You know, 5 things you see, 4 things you can hear, 3 things you can touch, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can hear. That's a great thing. That's a great way to sort of ground yourself, or, you know, get outside with your feet onto the ground and allow your feet to connect back with earth. You know, go hug a tree. Oh my goodness me. Oh, you have no idea the brilliant, you know, the trees are wonderful for getting rid of all that worry, anxiety and stress. And also, Kerry, I want to say to you, get a bit of a negativity detox, darling, because, you know, if you've got people that are a bit sort of grumbly, whatever, around you, and then you're reading the newspapers and you're looking at telly and they're all a bit meh, 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 you know, death, doom, doom, gloom and all that kind of stuff, it's going to pull you down even further. And you are such a sensitive lady, my darling, and I feel like you need to just imagine yourself in a little bubble of love and light. Just allow that, you know, sensitivity to just stay connected with you and your heart, but not get bruised and damaged by the world. So it's about protecting yourself. It's about protecting your mindset, keeping that mindset positive. Positive affirmations. I know I sound like a happy hippie when I say that, but honestly, they truly work. Fake it till you make it. That's what they say. And last but not least, I've got this card which is called the Dreamer. Now, again, I read intuitively with these cards, and you haven't found out what it is that you really want to do. If you have, you haven't done anything about it. So it's a time now to start taking those steps to make your dreams come true. What is it you want? How can you make it? Can you start the ball rolling? Can you start putting things in place to get things going? You know, and I don't mean like win the lottery and that sort of stuff, bless you. I just mean, you know, doing things that light your fire and, you know, sort of connect with your soul and make you sing, that kind of stuff. Things that make you happy. And you know what? It's a fabulous, fabulous journey if you don't know what it is. So don't worry about it. There's new adventures waiting for you, Kerry. Go out and grab them and just enjoy the fun and leave all that worry in the past where it lives.
Oh, thank you very much for that, Kerry. That was a lovely reading, dear.
Thank you, Dan.
So, any more hellos, please? Or hello, Kirsty Grogan.
Hello, Chrissy.
Hello, Nisha.
Hello to you.
Hello, Kerry Morgan.
Hi, Kerry. Lovely to
well.
see you. What a cute dog. Yes, it was you, Kirsty. Oh, Julie, I am so sorry. Oh, bless you. Yes. Hello. I do apologise. I really do. You look so different. Your hair has got long and you just look so different. And you know, you think that face looked familiar. And anyway, it's done now. And I apologise profusely. So, yes. Okay.
Very nice. Sally Ann says, Kirsty, Matt, how do I get a better, stronger link with my spirit guides? Okay, do you want to answer this one first this time?
I'm assuming that means you want me to, so okie dokie. Right, getting a better link with your spirit guides. Right, okay, so a lot of people get really hung up over spirit guides. Now, your spirit guides do not need to have you knowing who they are and all that kind of stuff, because quite often there will be a collection of them and it will be the one energy. They come in as one, but there'll be lots of energies all merged together. Sometimes there'll be different ones. It's nice to do it to get to know them, but it's not essential. That's the first thing I need to say to you, because they are just happy to work with you, and for them it's a development and growth for them as well, and it's about the love and them helping you, as well as you helping other people and connecting with them. So that's make sure sort of you understand that first and take a bit of pressure off yourself. Okay. And the other one, the most important one, as far as I'm concerned, is meditation. Or sitting in the power, as some famous mediums call it. basically you just sit with, you know, obviously you put your bubble of light around you, your protection, or calling your angels, however you protect yourself, just from, you know, just keep all your energy intact. And then you just sit in the power and you ask your guides to step forward, the ones that are love and light, ask them to step forward and connect with you. Maybe you could smell them, maybe you could sense them, maybe you could hear them, maybe you can feel them. Don't at all assume that you're going to be all of a sudden having this 10-foot Native American Indian stood in front of you going, hello. You know, it's not necessarily going to happen just like that. You might just get a waft of a scent. Or you might get just a flash of an image that relates to them. So it is a journey. Again, you know, within the meditation, sometimes if you're taken on a guided meditation, they may come to you within that. But be also aware you have a lot of guides. I'm going to let you finish that statement off.
Yeah, a lot of people say to me, I've got 42 guides. Do you know that? Isn't that impressive? We have all different guides. So we have a main guide who will come from the moment of inception to the minute we go back home, who's our main guide. But then we'll have guides that will come in for different things, perhaps progress us on our journey, perhaps things to help us with our mediumship, with our healing, all different things. They'll come in and out at different points in our lives. What I always say to people with your guides, don't get too hung up at who they are. You know, people say, are they just men? Do we get women ones? Yes, you do get women guides as well. But, you know, my guide always says to me, and I always tell this story, you can call us whatever you want, but at the end of the day, we're just energy. And, you know, Kirsty touched on it right at the beginning of what she was talking about. It's a two-way process. They are learning from us. So, unlike the angels, they have walked the earth. They've had a life already. They've ascended. They decided they're going to teach you as individuals. So they are your guides for yourself. But the other guides that are coming out may also be teachers and guides for other people or helpers as well. And they will come in to sort of learn from you as much as them. So a very quick story. Somebody that we knew, they were in the war and everything. They've been in the military service. The guide had always lived in peace and was teaching the person how to get along their spiritual journey, but they were learning off the individual what it was like to lose people, what it was like to be in conflict and everything else. So it is a two-way process. And no, they don't sit on clouds or anything like that either. So just want to clarify that. So thank you very much, Sally. So with you, Sally, I very much have a motherly vibration. I want to say very familiar in the face, or cuddling the body. I want to say 5'3", 5'4" in height. I feel very sort of energetic. I feel like I don't stop. And I feel with her that I'm sort of 69, sort of 70 in age. And I feel that, you know, as she draws close, I certainly would have gone with respiratory conditions. I also feel that I'm sort of really powerful, and I would have certainly been a matriarch within the family. I also feel when they have gone over, that it's quite a quick passing, and I also feel that I've also gone in my sleep. So I'm actually feeling now that this could be more of a grandmother than a mother, but would have been like a mother to you. But we'll see where we go. I also feel with her that very much she would have been honest. She would have liked to do all the things around the house. Everything would have been spotless. Everything would have been well looked after. You gave us something, it wouldn't have just been thrown in the corner and forgotten about. It would have been treasured, been pride of place. Everything would have been really important. In the house, you've got sort of like the old gas fire with the what I call the waffles, the 3 waffles that was on the wall, and sort of the push down button that you twist. I also feel with her that very much she liked to have lots of things around the house. It was some people would say cluttered. I want to say it was homely, and it had all the little sort of like personal things. There are bits of brass, there are bits of pottery. And I've also got plates that are got like stands on them. So they're like decorative sort of plates as well. She comes in for you because at the moment you haven't got that strength, and you're needing that strength just to keep ploughing on and to keep going. So the message for you is simply keep going, even when you don't think that you can do. You've got this. trying to help you get to sleep also. And Kirsty was on about before about helping to sleep, the scent. She's giving you lavender pouches to help you sleep, and you keep waking up at 2:36. She keeps telling me that's just her, and she does tickle your nose. I've leave that with you. Thanks so much.
Oh, that's lovely. Great question, Sally Ann. I hope that makes a little bit of sense to you and anyone else that would like to know the answers of that. Okie dokie, Mr. Producer, do I smell smoke coming from your fingers?
Hello, Anna. Oh.
Hello, Anna.
Hello, Arlene Noon.
Hi, Arlene.
It's good to see you as well.
Michelle Kidd. Hello to you.
I'm Michelle Kidd. Morning to you, wherever you are in the world.
And Richard Taylor. Hello, hello.
Hello, Richard. Hello, Anya Fleetwood. Hopefully I've said that correctly, Anya.
Great surname, great group.
So what was that? Sorry, Louisa Abreu. I'm so grateful for watching your channel tonight. I have been feeling all the messages are for me. When you said about grandfather, I could not believe the message. Thank you for that. So there's a few things is tune into the channel. We have some fantastic presenters, fantastic shows, and some fantastic mediums that are on there. So don't, if this is your first time, please continue to watch the thing. So go on the SPTV fan page, go on the Spiritual Psychics Facebook page, or just go onto the YouTube channel to look back at some of the shows that have gone. You know, it was a fantastic show this morning, the morning brunch, and then we have Deb Clark, we have the Consciousness show with Bill Hughes. There's so many different, you know, so many I can't mention, but there's so many. So please tune in.
Little bit for everybody, that's what it is. So if there's one program that you really like, there'll be lots and lots more if you have a little sort of poke about and have a look. I believe that they're up, generally speaking. You've got them on the website anyway, haven't you, Mr. P? So you can have a look. Excellent.
So
excellent.
Go to sptv.uk, is that correct? Or yeah,
lovely, lovely. So
sptv.uk.
Okay. So Natalie Rogers, what does it mean if your energy is shifting, Mr. Grogan?
Okay, so life never stands still, and we never stand still, and we're just energy, and energy is all around us. So if your energy is shifting, it could be down to sort of things that are out of our control that are going on in the universe. You know, everyone goes about Mercury retrograde and all that type of stuff. I don't know, and I won't profess to know about that. But also, when we move in different circles, perhaps we move to different jobs, when we move to different groups that have got similar energies and more suited to ourselves, it might be we move to new neighborhoods. There's so many different things that can allow that energy to move. We don't have to be like a Reiki or a spiritual healer to feel that energy. When we're very spiritual, and spiritual as opposed to spiritualist, we feel the energy, especially if we're very sensitive. So we notice those little changes within the energy. So hopefully that explains. Do you want to add anything to that, dear?
Nope. No, I think he's covered that, hasn't he? So well done, Natalie. Thank you for that. Okay, so I've pulled you some cards, my darling. Again, another one. You have got way too much on your shoulders, my sweetheart. Way too much. Sometimes we often help others. And by helping others, what we do is we get even more to our shoulders. Now, before you help Mrs. Jones from up the road with her shopping, okay, and carrying her bags, and Mrs. Brown down the road the other side, can you make sure that you put your own shopping down first, darling? All right, and basically, is what I'm saying to you is try and help you, and then you'll be freer to help others, because you're not really very good at saying no to helping other people. Saying no when people ask you to help, I beg your pardon. You know, you're always offering your help, and people will quite easily accept that. But you, my darling, I want to flip that on its end. I would like you to start reaching out to others. I would like you to just say, you know what, I'm having a bit of a time here. Can you help me with this? You know, people. Again, people love helping people, all right, particularly the right sort of people, and you know in your heart who those people are, and you know although it's difficult for you to ask for help, in the long term, it will be so much easier for you. And I feel that you'll make connections stronger with people by doing some. All right. As they say, all work and no play. So you need to just kind of manage your time a little bit better. I also want to say there is abundance coming your way. I don't know how it's going to happen. I feel like it's going to be sort of a surprise. I don't know what that abundance is either, and I'm not, because we're not allowed to say money's coming. We're not allowed to say so much as mediums because we're getting to bother. But what I do want to say to you, things are going to start getting lighter for you. There is somebody that's kind of going to come around you that's going to be able to help you, and you're going to be a little bit surprised at they're kind of how much they're able to support you, and you're almost going to say, you know what, actually I kind of wish I'd asked earlier, and you're always going to give yourself a kick in for it. But it doesn't matter, because the end result is still coming. Things are going to start to get lighter and easier, but don't let pride get in the way. Just allow your heart to ask for the help that it needs, because Natalie needs help too. Bless you, my darling. I hope that was all right for you.
I'll just add one last thing to that. I have a father figure that comes in with you, quite a thick-set gentleman, lovely gentleman, comes in, a good sense of humour, always had a smile on his face. He comes in for you. I just want to give you the big ship sails on the Ali Ali O, but I feel like you wouldn't be able to say the Ali Ali O. It's almost like a tongue twister when you were younger. I also keep hearing, I remember you. And I just want to give you happiness at the moment. And that's what I want to leave you with, Natalie. So thank you for working with us.
And it's coming, Natalie. So hang on in there, darling. Hang on in there. Okie dokie. Yeah. Okie dokie.
So unfortunately, guys, we've come to the end of another show. It's been lovely having you for tonight and for our usual Monday night show. Hopefully for those new people that have enjoyed, you've enjoyed it, and also the people who are always with us. And thank you for continuing to be part of the family. Thank you so much for the shares. How many shares did we get in the end, Mr. Producer? How many?
87.
Wow. So we set the target 30, then we upped it to 60. 87 shares.
You guys are amazing.
Thank you so much, and please keep supporting the channel. Come and join us again next Monday at 8 o'clock UK time, wherever you are. Please check the time differences, and please make sure that you tune in to other Spiritual Psychics TV shows, because there is so much on, and you don't want to miss out, even if it's sort of dropping in for 10 minutes. So good night to you all. Thank you all so very much. Stay safe, look after each other, and just keep sharing that love. All take care. Look after yourselves. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Good night. Guys. Good night.
Tomorrow from 1 p.m, Mirjam Schneider offers her insight into astrology, understanding your birth signs, and offering the viewers an opportunity for a reading.